माधव जय कुंद बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन जमुनतीरावनचारि जमुनतीरावनचारि जय राधमाधव हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय राधा माधव राधे राधे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे 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 जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Very, very melodious. In Goloka, there is nobody now. Every Krishna has come here. Hare Krishna. So let's start, dear devotees, today's session. We are at the end of the 15th chapter, Pandavas timely retiring. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-anjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayavasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shravasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Can we all unmute ourselves and one time chant the Mahamantra together, please? Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shimate Padaka Swamitamne Namah Padaini Gaurakata Damdaya Nagaragram Pan Mukham Karoti Vachalam Purna Paramananda Madhavam Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome you all for my own purification. I'm going to read the shlokas from 1.15.46 to 51. When in advance, I want to let you all know, tomorrow we will have it will be kind of a revision, or you can say a kind of quiz or something, but will be kind of, playway manner. We just try to run through this 15 chapters. So all of you just go through once. Yeah. So till now we are trying to understand how Pandavas retired timely. That word timely is very important because time means samay. And Krishna says, Main samay hu. Yeah. I am time. Because he is the creator, he is the maintainer. Okay, so we will start. Who wants to read? There are a few shlokas.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Please go ahead. Archana, go ahead.
Ye sadhu krita sarvata jnatva yantikam atmanaha manasadharaya masur vaikunta charanambujam.
Translation.
Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. They all had performed all the principles of religion and as a result rightly decided that the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna are the supreme goal of all. Therefore, they meditated upon his feet without interruption. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Anybody for the purport? Quickly. Yes, Sindhu, go ahead. Please.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Text 46 purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the Bhagavad Gita 7.28, the Lord says that only those who have done pious deeds in previous lives and have become freed from the results of all impious acts can concentrate upon the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. The Pandavas, not only in this life but also in their previous lives, had always performed the supreme pious work, and thus they are ever free from all the reactions of impious work. It is quite reasonable, therefore, that they concentrated their minds upon the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. According to Sri Vishwanatha Chakravarti, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha principles are accepted by persons who are not free from the results of impious action. Such persons affected with the contaminations of the above four principles cannot at once accept the lotus feet of the Lord in the spiritual sky. The Vaikuntha world is situated far beyond the material sky. The material sky is under the management of Durga Devi, or the material energy of the Lord, but the Vaikuntha world is managed by the personal energy of the Lord. Thank you,
Hare.
Mataji. Hare.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Bhargavi Mataji or Kusum Mataji also had raised hand. Any one of you all can read one shloka, or somebody can read shloka and somebody can read purport. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Tad dhyano driktaya bhaktya vishuddha dishanaha pare tasmin narayana pade ekanta matayo gatim.
Yeah. You can read.
Sorry Mataji.
You can go ahead.
Thank you Mataji. Avapur duravapam te asadhir vishayatmabhihi vidhuta kalmashastanam virajena atma naivahi. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Anybody for translation quickly?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prabhuji, go ahead.
Yeah. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, by pure consciousness due to constant devotional remembrance, they attained the spiritual sky, which is ruled over by the Supreme Narayana. Lord Krishna, this is attained only by those who meditate upon the one Supreme Lord without deviation. This abode of the Lord Sri Krishna, known as Goloka Vrindavana, cannot be attained by persons who are absorbed in the material conception of life. But the Pandavas, being completely washed of all material contamination, attained that abode in their very same bodies. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Yeah. Sudha Mataji, you can read the purport.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, a person freed from the three modes of material qualities, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance, and situated in transcendence can reach the higher perfection of life without change of body. Srila Sanatan Goswami in his Hari Bhakti Vilasa says that a person, whatever he may be, can attain the perfection of a twice born Brahmana by undergoing the spiritual disciplinary actions under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, exactly as a chemist can turn gunmetal into gold by chemical manipulation. It is therefore the actual guidance
Right.
that matters in the process of becoming a Brahmana, even without change of body, or in going back to Godhead without change of body. Srila Jiva Goswami remarks that the word he used in this connection positively affirms the truth, and there is no doubt about this factual position. The Bhagavad Gita 14.26 also affirms this statement of Srila Jiva Goswami that when the Lord says that anyone who executes devotional service systematically without deviation can attain the perfection of Brahman by surpassing the contamination of the three modes of material nature, and when the Brahman perfection is still more advanced by the self same execution of devotional service, there is no doubt at all that one can attain the supreme spiritual planet Goloka Vrindavana without change of body, as we have already discussed in connection with the Lord's returning to his abode without a change of body. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Oh, thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yes. Somebody for next shloka. We have 3 shlokas, 3 translations. Yes, please go ahead.
Divya Desai Mataji is raising her hands, Mataji.
Yeah, I think Dhanashri
Dhanashri Mataji, Deval Mataji, Dhanashri Mataji, Divya Desai Mataji.
Yes.
All the 3 are raising.
Yeah, all the 3. One of you can read the shloka, one translation, one purport. Please.
अवापूर्द रवाम पामते असद असद्बीर्वी असद्बीर्वी शयात्मभिः विदूत कल्मषास्ताने विरजेनात्मनैव हि. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. प्रणाम माताजी.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji has read which sloka, Mataji?
Which shloka? Yeah. Mataji, you have to read 1:15:49. Viduropi parityajya.
विदुरोऽपि परित्यज्य प्रभासे देहमात्मनान् कृष्णावेशेन सच्चित्तः पितृभिः स्वक्षयं ययौ. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. प्रणाम माताजी.
Devila Mataji, you can read the translation, please.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam. Vidura, while on pilgrimage, translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vidura, while on pilgrimage, left his body at Prabhasa. Because he was absorbed in thought of Krishna, he was received by the denizens of the Pitraluka planet, where he returned to his original post. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
So somebody was raising
Hare
for...
Krishna Mataji.
Please go ahead.
Dandavad Pranam. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai. The difference between the Pandavas and Vidura is that the Pandavas are eternal associates of the Lord, the personality of Godhead, whereas Vidura is one of the administrative demigods in charge of the Pitraloka planet and is known as Yamaraja. Men are afraid of Yamaraja because it is he only who awards punishment to the miscreants of the material world. But those who are devotees of the Lord have nothing to fear from him. To the devotees, he is a cordial friend, but to the non-devotees, he is a fear personified. As we have already discussed, it is understood that Yamaraja was first by Manduka Muni to be degraded as a Sudra, and therefore Vidura was an incarnation of Yamaraja. As an eternal servitor of the Lord, he displayed his devotional activities very ardently and lived a life of a pious man, so much so that a materialistic man like Dhritarashtra also got salvation by his instruction. So by his pious activities in the devotional service of the Lord, he was able to always remember the lotus feet of the Lord, and thus he became washed of all contamination of a Sudra-born life. At the end, he was again received by the denizens of Pitraloka and posted in his original position.
Mataji, wait.
The demigods.
1 second. Okay. Okay, Kusum Mataji, you will have one more shloka. Sorry, Mataji, yes,
Okay.
contamination of Sudra born.
May I read, Mataji?
Yeah, please. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. The demigods are also associates of the Lord without personal touch, whereas the direct associates of the Lord are in constant personal touch with him. The Lord and his personal associates incarnate in many universes without cessation. The Lord remembers them all, whereas the associates forget due to their being very minute parts and parcels of the Lord. They are apt to forget such incidents due to being infinitesimal. This is corroborated in the Bhagavad Gita 4.5. Thank you,
Thank
Mataji. Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Kusum Mataji, you can read the 50th shloka. Kusum Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. द्रौपदी च तदा ज्ञाये पतीनां न वासुदेवे भगवती हेयोकान्तं तिरापुतम्
हे एकांतमतिर आपतम. Yeah.
हे एकान्तं तरिताम्.
Together. Together.
हे एकान्तमतिर आपतम्.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Somebody for translation. Now, Kishori Mataji, Suvacho.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam Mataji. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Draupadi also saw that her husband, without caring for her, were leaving home. She knew well about Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, the personality of Godhead. Both she and Subhadra became absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna and attained the same results as their husbands. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Anybody for purport? Yeah, Krishnamurti Prabhu, you want to read the purport?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranams Mataji. Purport by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. When flying an aeroplane, one cannot take care of other planes. Everyone has to take care of his own plane. And if there is any danger, no other plane can help another in that condition. Similarly, at the end of life, when one has to go back to Godhead, everyone has to take care of himself without help rendered by another. The help is, however, offered in the ground before flying in space. Similarly, the spiritual master, the father, the mother, the relatives, the husband, and the others can all render help during one's lifetime. But while crossing the sea, one has to take care of himself and utilize the instructions formerly received. Draupadi had 5 husbands, and no one asked Draupadi to come. Draupadi had to take care of herself without waiting for her great husbands. And because she was already trained, she at once took concentration upon the lotus feet of Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The wives also got the same result as their husbands. In the same manner, that is to say, without changing their bodies, they reached the destination of Godhead. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura suggests that both Draupadi and Subhadra, although her name is not mentioned herein, got the same result. None of them had to quit the body. Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranamas Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, the last shloka for today, 51. Who wants to take up? Yes, Mataji, go ahead. Vrishabhanu Mataji, go ahead. I'm not able to hear you, Mataji. Vrishabhanu Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Pranam Mataji.
Pranam.
Shraddhayaitat Bhagavat Priyanam Pandoho Sutanam iti samprayanam Shrunotyalam Swarupatyanam Pavitram Labdva Harau Bhaktim Upaiti Siddhim.
Mataji, only this one line can you repeat? Shrunoti alam swastayanam pavitram. Yeah, this one.
Shrunoti Ayalam Rupastya
Yanam Pavitram.
Swastyanam Pavitram. Sorry, Mataji.
Yeah, Labdhava Haro Bhaktim.
Labdva Haro Bhaktim Upaiti Siddhim.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Yes, Sudha V, you can read the purport, translation and purport as well, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The subject of the departure of the sons of Pandu for the ultimate goal of life back to Godhead is fully auspicious and is perfectly pure. Therefore, anyone who hears this narration with devotional faith certainly gains the devotional service of the Lord, the highest perfection of life. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam is a narration about the personality of Godhead and the devotees of the Lord, like the Pandavas. The narration of the personality of Godhead and his devotees is absolute in itself, and thus to hear it with a devotional attitude is to associate with the Lord and constant companions of the Lord. By the process of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, one can attain the highest perfection of life, namely going back home, back to Godhead without failure. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of the first canto, 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Pandavas Retired Timely. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So let's dive in detail. Hare Krishna. So here that we read is, they all is Pandavas, yeah. They all had performed all the principles of religion, and as a result, rightly decided that the lotus feet of the Lord Shri Krishna are the supreme goal of all. Therefore, they meditate upon his feet without interruption. So that shows what is said in 7.28 also, how this can happen, how you can get absorbed. Some people, they say, oh, we don't have taste. Oh, still there is time. Yeah. Karenge, you know. Why to go so fast, you know? But as we say, Bhagavad Gita is a manual for mankind. If we categorize ourselves that, yes, we are human being, then we must read, not only read Bhagavad Gita 1.1, first chapter, first shloka, purport, very clearly Prabhupada states, one must read Bhagavad Gita in a scrutinizing manner. This word is given, scrutinizingly. Yeah. And under the guidance of my devotee. That is, Krishna is saying, my devotee. That means we have to get our Shiksha Guru, get our Diksha Guru. We have to surrender and take the essence of Bhagavad Gita through these devotees who are already surrendered and connected to the parampara. Yeah. Because why parampara? Because they will just pass on as it is. Krishna, that's the reason we follow Bhagavad Gita as it is. So, and in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying 7.28, very, very clear things are. He says, Yesham twantagatam papam. Yesham twantagatam papam jananam punya karmana. Janana punya karmana te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrataha. That is, there is a condition how you will get absorbed into. Firstly, persons have to be accepted piously in previous life. They must be acted piously in previous life and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated. They have no taste of good, bad, this, that. They have no differentiation. They say all what is there is in the form of mercy of the Lord and accept it. They engage themselves in Krishna's service with determination. And what is that determination? That, oh my Lord, whether you do good or bad, but I will take it into that is good for me. That's the reason it says, Maya jhapate dila. It says we are in Maya. So we cannot say that, oh, we have to be, merry-go-round, we have to be happy, only happy. Why? Because I'm chanting 69. Why? Because I've taken Diksha. Why? Because I'm eating prasadam. Oh, finished, done. What about others? Oh, I don't care about others. No. Then it cannot be done. So this was very clear to Pandavas that nothing but we have to surrender to Lord. Only then, it's very clear. Only when we surrender to Lord, we will be getting to Him, back to Him. Yeah. I lost the page, I feel. You all can see my screen? Everybody can see my screen?
Yes, Mother.
I'm sharing 1.15.47, 48. So, likewise, in this shloka also he says here that according to Jiva Goswami, a person freed from 3 modes of material nature. Now, furthermore, it's going. Not only previous life acted as pious, then here also, and then determined, then they are absorbed. But what type of absorption? Jiva Goswami says, a person free from 3 modes of material qualities, namely goodness, passion, ignorance. You all must have also heard saying that if you want to be in, you have to, when you're considering yourself into devotion, you have to raise yourself, your bar beyond goodness. What is beyond goodness? That means even if you do good, you don't carry here nor with you. You say, oh, that was arrangement of Lord that I have to do this. I've done this. That's it. I'm not looking for anything. This should be, that's why it says, in such situation, in trance can reach the highest perfection of life without change of body. Then this will happen. Yeah. Srila Sanatana Goswami in Hari Bhakti Vilas says, whatever he may be, can attain the perfection of a twice born Brahman by undergoing this spiritual disciplinary action under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. Yes. So that's the reason how a Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru is that very important. Yeah. Jiva Goswami also remarks the same, that this word in shloka is given. That means in this connection positively affirms this truth. And there is no doubt about that one can go to Vaikuntha, to Goloka, to be with the Lord in this form, in this body itself. You don't need to change your bodies. Yeah. So one will say, how this is possible, Mataji? The Shastras are very evidence of it. Yeah. When we say that in this one same body, one can go, we have so many proofs. Like, any of you recollect that if we say that one can go in the same life, in same body to Goloka? Anybody?
Antakale cha mameva Mataji.
Yes, that is whatever you remember. You'll get that form. Like Bharat Maharaj, he was remembering deer. So he went into the deer body. Then he realized, oh my God. Then he became Jada Bharat. Why Jada Bharat? He said, I don't want to speak anything. Yeah. I'm saying in the same body. So, first of all, what we need to understand is this bhakti is supreme goal. It's just not for moksha, but loving services. That's the reason, see, in 9th chapter it says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam, yo me bhaktya prachti, tadaham bhaktya upahartam, ashnami priyatatmana. That love is very important. See, Sadhya Mukti. Who has got the Sadhya Mukti? Very rare. And few of them are Dhruva Maharaj. You have Dhruva Loka. What to talk only about Dhruva Maharaj? He got a Loka. And then Prahlad Maharaj, Tukaram. It says Krishna promises that devotee, once reaches him, never falls back. He will never come to this material world. So this rare devotees who ascends in their very body. This material world is, everyone seeks liberation. Some through yoga and some through jnana, isn't it? But then what is Bhagavad Gita teaching us? Not jnana yoga, not dhyana yoga, but bhakti yoga. So this is the rarest are those pure devotees of Krishna who are personally taken back to God without even leaving their material body. This is called Sadhya Mukti. So Krishna Bhakta is peaceful. It says Krishna Bhakta Nishkama Ateva Shanta. Why? Because Krishna Bhakta is peaceful, because he has no material desire. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, we understand this from 22nd chapter, I think 31st, one of them. Yeah. And then it says examples of devotees who went in the same body. Dhruva Maharaj, which we read Canto 4, chapter 12 and 29. After intense penance and devotion, Dhruva was taken to a celestial airplane to the Vaikuntha planet. Especially Dhruva Loka was there. Yeah. If you'll remember, when Lord comes, it's huge when Lord himself appears, because Narada Muni said, Lord, oh my Lord, you'll have to go down. That small little boy, he has stopped breathing now. And if he stopped breathing, then all the lokas will not able to breathe. So that's how Lord had to rush immediately. And when Lord came to him, beautiful shloka is there, It says, Sthana Bilashe Tapasi Stitoham Tuam Praptavana. That I was just looking for the place, the way my stepmother's, stepbrother was sitting on one side of the lap of my father. I wanted to sit on the other, but my stepmother said, no, to sit on the other side, you have to come through me. And to get your answer, go to the forest. And that's how I came. I need a reply. Can I sit next to my, brother, my stepbrother, on my father's lap? No, he did not demand. He says, I was just waiting for that. Sthana Abhilashat. That's why I did this tapa. Sthana Abhilashat tapasi stitoham. Tuam prapta. I got you. I got you who make this sthana, 14 planetary system. Abhuvana loka. Punaravartino Arjuna. I don't want anything now. Oh my Lord. So he said, no. But if I have come, I have to give something. You ask. But he completely forgot. Then when Lord touches him, he recollects, but he says, no, my Lord, I don't want anything. And Lord, with love, and he was so attracted to his bhakti. He said, I will not give you ordinary something. He gave him Dhruva Loka. He gave him Loka. He said, everything will annihilate, but yours will be permanent. What else you want? You give love and you are getting love from Lord permanent. And then again we have Prahlad Maharaj. In the 7th canto, 10th chapter onwards, it says, that Prahlad, he ruled very, very long time. Born in a demon family. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, they are family. And again, what happened? He was taken to Vaikuntha in his same body by the Lord's arrangement. Constantly remembering Krishna, Prahlad attained Vaikuntha without leaving this material body. And we know about Tukaram, isn't it? And then we talk about Hanuman. Many of them, they say that he's still alive. It is believed he will enter the spiritual world at the end of the Kali Yuga with his present form. It is said this. Krishna promises to his devotee. He says, after attaining me, the great souls will never go to this miserable world again. So what to talk about anything else? Bhagavatam says this, in 9th canto, 4th chapter, 66 says, Sadhavodayam Mahiyam Sadhano Hridayam Twaham Madan Anyate na Jnaniti Naham Tebhyo Mana Api. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, Lord is saying, and I am always in their heart. I am in the heart of my pure devotee. It says, my devotee do not know anything else than but me, and I do not know anything else but than them. What else we want? Those who are surrendered, Krishna says, personally, I am taking responsibility of you, that I myself will come and you will join. So attaining me, in Bhagavad Gita also 8.16, he says, again, that after attaining me, the great souls do not go back, which is a temporary miserable world full of miseries. And it is nothing but everything is perishable. So what to talk about our own self? So how do we understand this in one line? That sincerely chanting of the Nama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and it attains. Yes, yeah. Giving up selfish desire, we too can become eligible for Krishna's personal call back home to Goloka, back home to Godhead. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So we can go to the next shloka. Yeah. 49, we talk about, he says, Vidura. What to talk about Pandavas? Yes. Vidura, while on pilgrimage, after we understand that he advised his elder brother, Dhritarashtra, and then Gandhari, they went back. So now he also did not return to Hastinapur. And what happened? While on pilgrimage, left his body at Prabhasa because he was absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. He was received by the dances of Pitruloka planet, where he returned to his original post. Now, there is so much to talk about this original post. What is this original post? Yeah. So there is a small story within this, it is said, within 2 lines also, there'll be so many kathas and Upanishads attached. So when Yamaraja, Vidura is none other than, he is a Yamaraja. He was cursed. And what is the story behind this curse? He says, Yamaraja, once it so happened during Dwarpa Yuga, this is Dwarpa Yuga story, had to punish a sage. He was named, in the purport is given, Manduka Muni, also known as Mandhavaya Muni. He was a great sage, absorbed in meditation. But unfortunately, thieves hid stolen goods in his ashram. And king's soldiers, they thinking that the sage was involved in, they arrested and impaled him, and with the sharp spears, they punished him. So Muni, through his spiritual power, remained alive despite this cruel punishment. Furiously, after surviving, this Muni went to Yama and asked, for what offense am I suffering such punishment? He asked directly, Yamaraja. So, and Yamaraja said, in your childhood, you speared a small insect with a blade of grass. This is your reaction of that punishment. Then the Muni got very angry. He said, Don't you think that I was just a child, and child's mistakes before the age of 12 is never considered sinful? According to the Dharma Shastra, you have punished me unjustifiably. So as a result, this Muni cursed Yamaraja, saying that you shall fall from your post and take birth in a human womb as a Shudra, in a Shudra family. And that's how we understand how Vidura, though he was born in the Hastinapur dynasty, but why he was Shudra? There is again, story in between the stories unfolded, that Dhritarashtra, because when was approached, the mother of Dhritarashtra, she closed her eyes looking at, Dvaipayana, his fearful look. And when he closed her eyes, that's how she conceived Dhritarashtra as blind. And then when he went to the second one on the request of Satyavati, she almost fainted. And that's the reason Pandava's father Pandu was weak, and it was said that he will attain his death very soon. But Satyavati said, if one is blind and the other one will leave the body early, then we need one more. So that's the reason when she requested, Dvaipayana to, please bless us once more with my elder daughter-in-law. So cunningly, she sent, instead of going herself, she sent her maid servant. And that's how Vidura was born to a maid servant and meet the criteria of born as Shudra, because he was cursed and punished, and he falls from Yama's position to as a Shudra. This is what, so his birth as Vidura, So Yama, when he was born to a maid servant of the royal Kuru dynasty. Now Vidura, although born from a servant woman, was extremely wise, righteous, and pure devotee of the Lord. He served, King Dhritarashtra and Kauravas very, very faithfully. And his wisdom and dharma guided speech are specially famous in the Mahabharata. In the Mahabharata, there is a chapter on Vidura, Adi Parva, wherein detail of Vidura Dharmaraja Abhu Dharmena Pratihita Bhuvi. It is said that Vidura was king of Dharma and was famous throughout the world for his righteousness. Vidura was not just an advisor, he embodied Dharma itself. His fame was not at all on the base of birth, but on his devotion and righteousness. This is how we understand Vidura. So when he planned that I have to also give up my body, so he went to a pilgrimage and left his body at Prabhasa. So here we also learn one thing, that Lord remembers them all, because they are nothing but personal associates. They incarnate in many universes without sessions. Whereas the associates forget due to their being very minute part and parcel of the Lord. They are apt to forget such incidents due to their infinitesimal. This is collaborated in Bhagavad Gita 4.5, it is again said. Then we touch upon Shloka 50, wherein Draupadi also saw that her husbands, without caring her, were leaving him, while leaving home. She knew well about Lord Vasudev Krishna, the personality of Godhead. Both she and Subhadra became absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna and attained the same results as their husband. Now, what do we understand here? Particularly in this shloka, Prabhupada is giving very beautiful analogy here. Prabhupada says that individual responsibility in spiritual life. Now you cannot say, of course, in one of the lecture it was said, if one is getting loose motion, that person will have to go to doctor and take medicine. One cannot say between husband and wife, if husband is not well, he cannot tell wife, oh, you go to doctor and say that you have diarrhea and take the medicine, then and there you eat. Why? Because we are husband and wife, So, no, this doesn't work there. This cannot be implemented there, That's the reason it says individual responsibility in spiritual life is very important. And that's what Draupadi is exhibiting us. That realizing, underscore that principle, that at the time of death, each soul must embark on their spiritual journey alone. That's the reason the analogy and the example is given that a pilot who is flying an aeroplane, on the ground, he can get all the assistance, technical and guidance and training and everything. Once he takes off, it's he and his plane. He will have to take care. Nobody from ground can, there will be very limited assistance. That's what is one's life. The whole life is nothing but we have to practice through our sadhana. So that's the reason it says power of devotional absorption will only get to know when we leave this body. Despite having so many husbands, 5 husbands, none of them could help her. She had to help herself. And because she also was pure devotee, in depth, she got absorbed in the thoughts of Lord Krishna. And she could also attain equality in spiritual attainment is also one of the key. It says, through this we understand that how Draupadi and Subhadra achieved the same results as Pandavas. They don't have to quit the body and then get advanced to Goloka. No, because practical application, if we see from this personal spiritual practice, we get. This is what in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita also it said, I'm not partial to anybody, but if my devotees are doing it, I take special care of them. Yeah. Then preparation for life, it's nothing but the whole life is journey. It's nothing but a journey. And how we practice, that's the result that if we reach Goloka Vrindavan. So here we also understand one more thing, which is said. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has suggested that both Draupadi and Subhadra, although her name is not here, Subhadra's name was not there, got the same results. None of them had to quit their bodies. Yeah. Why? Because the practical example that we can take here, I'm telling everybody, if husband or wife, if you all are into devotion, then what happens? You get the merits, results of whatever your husband also practices. Of this, there is no doubt. So if your wife is devotee, help her, serve her as your Shiksha Guru, as your Diksha Guru. Yeah. If your husband is into devotion, take him as your Shiksha Guru, serve him as a pure devotee of the Lord. Shastra is saying, it's not that I'm saying, Shastra says that you will attain, you will get all the pious acts of what your husband is doing. So as good husband, as good wife. That's the reason, there is a small book, if you get in ISKCON temple, it's called Third Partner. Don't think yourself, to your husband, you are a partner and, your husband is your partner. When you all are true partners, when both of you keep Krishna in center as third partner. Pure love, pure surrender, pure support to each other.
Prabhupada book, Mataji? Prabhupada?
No, it's not Prabhupada book. The writer. You just search, third partner. I think it is with the written by Venugopal Prabhu and Prem Padmani Mataji. Yeah. Yes. So the conclusion, is left 1 minute. I'll just tell you. Beautiful. It says the last para it says, the subject of the departure of the sons of Pandu for the ultimate goal of life back to Godhead is fully auspicious and is perfectly pure. Therefore, anyone who hears this narration with devotional faith certainly gains the devotional service of the Lord, the highest perfection of life. Highest perfection. What is the highest perfection? Going back home, back to Godhead. That is the highest perfection of life. Yeah. Namely, going back home, back to Godhead. And how that can be possible? If we absorb ourselves. Now, many of them, they question me, Mataji, how is it possible, Mataji? Mataji, is it practical, Mataji? Yes, it is practical. Yes, it is very, very practical. You're saying you're feeding your baby. Keep chanting or say some, pastimes of the Lord. Then what is happening? What your act is becoming spiritual. You're giving birth to your child. You're saying, Jayo Radha Madhava. What's wrong? Nothing wrong. Yeah. There's nothing wrong. People who have kind of allergy, they say, no. We are fine. We are fine. To them, pass on prasadam. That's the reason Bhagavatam says, anybody who knocks at your door, whether it is Vaishnava or a non-devotee or just a karmi, or even if they are your enemy, you don't like them, you hate them, but as a Vaishnava etiquette, open the door with the $1 million smile. Welcome them, give them seat, offer them a glass of water, and ask them, how are you doing? Is everything okay? How can I help you? This will not be expensive, isn't it? You don't have to spend anything, but definitely your culture is reflected. This is what Bhagavatam talks. This is what Lord is saying. And all the time when in our mind, in our heart, it's Krishna, then there is no place of anything. This beautiful, shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says, 2 lines I'll say, because it's time now. It says, Kama Krodha Loka, Kama Krodha, Kama Krodha,
Kamayesha Krodayesha, Mataji.
No. It says,
What is the sloka?
Kama Krodha. It says Kama Krodha will become your friend. Huh? How? Tomara lathi pade. To Guru. If the Guru is chastising you all the time, then you are getting absorbed into the bhakti all the time. Yeah. Because when you are all the time into bhakti, then Kama Krodha, there is no place. They become your friend. Yeah. They will not harm you, but they will help you. Yeah. So this should be our practice day, night, all the time, not to only yourself, to others also. To whom you love, definitely when you are into devotion. Like for example, I go to any of the tirtha or I go any of the temple, or the other day there was Maharaj in our house. I was trying to give you all darshan because see, I received him with the petal flowers and dhupa and arti, and I'm going to serve him. I'm done. Kripa will fall, but others also must get kripa. That is topmost, and that's what Krishna wants. Yeah. So this is how we end today's chapter. Any doubt?
Yes, Mataji, I just have a small question.
Yes.
Because we have to recite the slokas. Time is up. I was just thinking, Mataji, one of my friends, she's got 2 kids. But she does all these things, Mataji. You told, right? While feeding the child, you have to sing songs. She'll keep singing, and she does Tulasi worship, everything very nicely. she loves Krishna like so much. If you go to a home, you'll feel like fully. But Perumal, all the gods, she is favorite of all the gods. But she doesn't do anything else, Mataji. So how do we chanting is very important, right? Only these songs, like when sleeping also she'll be singing songs, while feeding also she'll be Jai Radha Madhava and Tulasi worship she'll do very nicely, that's all.
She's
But
your good,
otherwise, like
she's your good
how
friend,
we are
right?
doing. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but very rarely, because she goes out for event and all that, event management
Okay,
and
no
all
problem. So what you do,
that.
not one time, you'll have to take lot of time for her. So that Mahamantra tag is there, no? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That you say, this is, the way you are absorbed, let your house also get blessed. Put it somewhere. On the fridge, on the door.
Yeah.
And to the children, you make a cutout, very nice, funny cutouts and all that. And on that, you write and tell your child, read this. Yeah. Whenever mama gets angry, you must sing this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. So maybe 1 week, maybe 1 month, but constantly. Prabhupada gives example in a lecture saying that if you find in a glass of water there is poison, so what you have to do, and very, very, very sure that this glass of water somebody is going to drink. So what you do, you cannot change this. You cannot remove that glass of water. So you pour so much of water in that slowly that poison will get so much so diluted that there is no effect of it. So everywhere, if it is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That's the reason posters, banners, on the t-shirt. If the children are small, you can give some t-shirt painting on that, like that. So as a good friend, true friend, try to, and try, if you can speak to her in a day or in week, twice or thrice, and say, Hare Krishna. So she will get that practice. The moment she also starts, replying you, yeah, Hare Krishna, while keeping the phone up. Okay, huh? So I will call you next day. Hare.
Now it has become a standard thing for me. Whomever, whether devotee, non-devotee, shop wala, anyone, whomever, Hare Krishna is coming off automatically.
So my sabji wala doesn't call me, madam. I say Hare Krishna. Very good. My watchman doesn't call me, madam. He say, Hare Krishna, ma'am. Very good. This is what is important. Watchman, cleaner. Yes. This is how, we are nothing but agents of Mahaprabhu. He said, Jare dekha tare kaha. Krishna Upadesh. Amar Agyahan. He has given permission also. He has made us Shiksha Guru also for that. Yeah. Any
Thank
other
you,
question?
Mataji.
Welcome. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, today's shloka recitation, Sharada Mataji has requested to recite first. She has practiced 2 shlokas, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sure. So, yes, Prabhu. There was also saying that,